Good evening and welcome to my live broadcast 219, broadcasting live from Auckland, New Zealand. My name is Keith Pure and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. Now this is a rerun of the original. First one, it should have been at 9 p.m. Apparently it didn't show, so I've rescheduled on a different link which I've posted. And yeah, we'll just carry on from there. I'm going to share the screen at 17 minutes past 10 by our time in New Zealand. I'll just share the screen and we'll go back over exactly what I had on before. Present this to everyone. Suppose my back office is all locked out.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Let's start again. Okay. Belief is more powerful than knowledge. And we'll have a look at that video. See who's doing that one. It's Mbe Derek, TBC to the moon, day 55 training. So if you remember rightly that he had 90 days in that. So he's just over halfway through. So he has a training session every so often in Cameroon. We'll go back again. And the next one down is TBC is the first to focus on community as a currency compared to other coins. And we'll have a look who's doing that video. Oh, that's Randy Wilson, and he's always awesome to listen to. And yeah, he does his 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, their time, American time. And you need to do, if you don't know what his broadcasting times are, just go on YouTube and put up tbcrandy.com and you'll come up with his name. Just go back out of that one. Next one down, TBC Broadcasters meeting with the special guest is TBC admin. We'll open that up, and that was the meeting. New Zealand time, that will be 3 a.m. In the morning New Zealand time, so not very many Kiwis will be up to watch that one, especially as winter's coming through. So they've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, say about 12 people there. I think there's more than that. I just haven't got a full screen. And admin, this will be the blank space down to the bottom right. That'll be TBC admin. Just go back out of there again. You are crazy if you are not attending Mbe Direct's TBC training. So this is the training that they've been talking about. You know, that was day 54. The other one was day 55. And you'll find his link. And he trained all these recruits on how to obviously recruit and understand what TBC is all about. Go back out of that one. Poverty is a mental condition. Well, I don't know what that means in a way, but I'm not sure who this lady is. I would say she'd be somewhere out of Bangladesh somewhere. Yeah. Right, then we'll go back out of that one. Open yourself up to becoming a believer and you can become a heavy hitter. There's another video in there. There we go. I think that's another one of the maybe Bangla, I think. We'll go out of that one again. Bitcoin law review, SEC guidance, Facebook coin, local bitcoins, Craig Wright, and more. The Facebook coin is called Libra coin. That's all I know about the Facebook coin, which they will market early next year. Of course, Facebook has over 1 billion members. That should kick off pretty quick. We'll see. Hopefully, TBC has got a good hold on a lot of the Facebook users. KCBO credit and pre-verify system, that's all on video too, so go in there if you need that. And that was done by Reserve, and he's got Bex up there as his poster. And one more to go down is, great thing about bulk payment credits is that there are no mining fees. No mining fees. And that's done by Stephen Cuppy. And like I said in the first one, nobody heard me. Nobody could see me, but I didn't know that. His live broadcast 446. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a look through today's send button meeting. It's still Tuesday in New Zealand, and I would still say it's Tuesday anywhere else around the world. June 24, 2019 send button meetings start now. We will be hosting the send button live broadcasts in all languages on Monday, June 24, 2019 at 9 a.m. PD time. So there will be Pacific Daylight Time in America and 5 p.m. WAT as West African time. If you do not have a send button on, you are not allowed into the meeting. For those of you who do have a send button, do not share this link with anyone else. The link will be available at 8:45 a.m. PDT on Monday, June 24, and inside your Kringle Cashback office. The meeting starts promptly at 9 a.m. PDT. Shop and collect up to 1 million cookies. Now, if you have a send button on, that's fine. You can come into the meeting, and like it says, you can collect up to 1 million cookies. What they're saying there, well, let's start from the non-broadcaster. If you're not a broadcaster, you do have a send button meeting, that's fine. You can come in, but you can collect up to 1,000 cookies if you're not a broadcaster. Because we have 10 send button meetings all going all at once at the same time, you can go and watch the replay and still collect 1,000 cookies if you're not a broadcaster. And just insert the keyword. There's a keyword given. They either write it down on a piece of paper and show you on the screen what the keyword of the day is in that particular country. They are all done in English, and then you just insert that keyword into your there's a position in the back office where you insert the keyword for each send button meeting. Now, if you are a broadcaster, then each one of those 10, if you attend the whole 10 of them, it's 10 million cookies. Whereas if you're a non-broadcaster, it's only 1,000 cookies per. Now, here's all the hosts for the 10 send button meeting. Admin is looking for heaps more to do send button meetings in whichever language. And I know Greek, Russian, and Italian, I think heaps more languages they can do with, just to spread the word of TBC. What is TBC Confidential? I can't tell you. You'll need to attend a send button meeting to find out. So, like I said, a little bit easier. If you don't have a send button on, then you won't be able to come in. But it does not take that long to have your send button turned on. So don't panic if you don't have one. Obviously, you can watch this going through your education side of it. If you have ever wondered why we call these send button meetings, it's because admin will turn off send buttons of both the buyer and seller of any transaction or transactions if TBC is discounted. Now, if the seller is trying to sell a TBC or $100 worth to you of TBC, and he only charges you, say, like $20 or things like that, well, that's what you call discounting. You pay for the going price on the day. But at the moment, it's $100. That's the going price. You can, at the minimum, well, actually, no, can go down to less than that, $10. But for the whole TBC, it's 100 or 40 grains of gold. I'd like to bring some clarity why admin and the type of blockchain we use are unknown. Short answer is security is very expensive. TBC is rolling out and not fully developed at this time, yet is highly functional today. The admin fee is ridiculously low to keep the barrier to entry into TBC community very low. We are on a mission to help the poor rise out of poverty, so we have kept the cost down as much as possible to run a sustainable operation. Remaining unknown reduces the chances of attacks so that we can continue to grow organically. As funds grow, so will our tech and admin structure. And with enough funds, high levels of security can be put into place. We are self-funded operation on the admin fee. We are debt-free, we are self-regulated, and most important, we are private. Okay, transactions over 400 grains. So 40 grains is approximately 100 US, so there's 40 grains there. Do the maths. Will result in a TBC commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transaction to make sure equal value was exchanged to prevent discounting of our coins. Total transaction done within a 24-hour period over 2,000 grain will result in a TBC commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transaction and make sure equal value was exchanged to prevent discounting of our coins. Contact the TBC Commissioner in advance of completing a 40,000 grain or greater transaction to show proof ahead of time that a transaction of that size has been done for something of equal value to prevent massive discounting of our coins. TBC admin pays the salary of the TBC Commissioner, who protects all of us from those that would discount our coins from their lawful value. And we all should be thankful that the value of our coins are protected. It takes a great deal of admin fees to pay the annual salary of our TBC Commissioner. And this is just one way admin supports the TBC community, with the admin fees collected ongoing. Now, this first place winner is for the Bitcoin contest, and first place winner is Mbe Derek. He's quite familiar on TBC, obviously, but he's won the Bitcoin competition this week. And as we go down further, it'll explain what he's actually done to win the competition. Second place is another well-known face on TBC is Ace Fletcher. And the third place, also a well-known face on TBC, is Adichie Victor. Okay, so you got it there. first, second, and third in those pictures. It is an amazing record-breaking week with two of our winners achieving triple-digit numbers in paid sign-ups. Congratulations to Mbe Derek from Cameroon, winning this week's Bitcoin contest with an impressive 181 sign-ups last week. That's a lot of people in a week. 181 sign-ups. You will receive 200 grains of Bitcoin right now during the live broadcast of the English Send Button meeting. Congratulations to Ace Fletcher from the Philippines with 178 paid sign-ups last week. He will receive 100 grains of Bitcoin right now during the live broadcast of the English Send Button meeting. Second place. Congratulations to Adichie Victor from Nigeria with 23 paid sign-ups last week. 50 grain and Bitcoin will be paid to him live during the meeting for third place. We will show the whole TBC community the live transfer of Bitcoin to the Bitcoin wallet that will provide us using the Bitref website before and after. Please carefully provide us a fully functional Bitcoin wallet address that is in their possession. There is zero room for a mistake in this size of a Bitcoin transfer, so be 100% sure that you are all giving us a correct Bitcoin address. We will use the grain of gold calculator to determine how much in grain is right now in USD and send the equivalent amount to them in Bitcoin. Now here's the top of the leaderboard. Cameroon, which Mbe Derek here is 100 personal ones. In total for Cameroon, they did 198. Second place is Ace Fletcher, 178 personal, with a total out of their country 190. Nigeria is third with 23 personal and 92 in total for the week. Ivory Coast is next one down with 44. South Africa is there with 24. Greece has 16. Rwanda has 12. Uganda has 11. India has 7. New Zealand has 6. Zaire has 6 also. Bangladesh has 4. Kenya also with 4. Ghana with 3. Burkina Faso also with 3. Papua New Guinea with 2. Burundi 2. Togo 2. Malaysia 2. Congo 2. United States 2, and Trinidad and Tobago and Indonesia all with 1 each, with a total sign-ups of 641 for the week. Okay, we have just analyzed the results of this Bitcoin contest and have found that the TBC members in Cameroon led the whole TBC community in growth with 7 contestants and 198 paid sign-ups last week. 25 countries had 135 contestants last week out of the full-timer database, which has 2,237 members in it. Philippines, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Greece, Rwanda, and Uganda were all strong contenders in last week with double-digit numbers. We want to thank all of those that made and effort to recruit paid sign-ups last week. This is a brand new week and you have another chance to win a week from now. We also have 804 merchants now, and as the number grows, it will be easier to share TBC with others. We also are looking for more send button hosts to cover the other languages such as Russian, Greek, Italian, since we are seeing good growth there. So there you go. If you're good at Russian, Greek, Italian, and whichever other language, just apply to be a send button host. So the criteria is not very strong. Okay, this one down here, to be part of the Bitcoin contest, right at the very bottom of your profile, you will see this with the check button. Just check on it and see where you are, whether you're a part-timer or full-timer. If you're only a part-timer and want to become a full-timer, in order to participate in Bitcoin contest, you need to be a qualified full-timer. Qualify, you need a completed profile. So completed profile, if none of the sections apply to you, just put in N/A. You have to have attended or viewed a recent send button meeting, and you must have at least 2 active paid referrals working down below you. And that's the criteria. You need to be a full-timer. So just go in and check that button. Once you've done that, just go to the update button and press that one, and you're right. If you have not updated your KCBO profile to be listed in the full-timer database, you should do that now so that we can recognize your recruiting efforts for you and your country. You need to update your profile to a full-timer to collect Bitcoin bounties. So yes, new members need to get 2 paid sign-ups before they can see the Bitcoin bounty menu under the account area of the KCBO. They can collect the Bitcoin bounty even on their first 2 paid sign-ups that they need to qualify as a full-timer. And this poster here is a transaction from Bitcoin to Bitcoin. I think I would say it is. Can't quite beat it. Okay, I'd like to encourage all of our full-timers to make a weekly effort to recruit new members and do their best to win the Bitcoin contest. And even if they don't win, they can still collect their Bitcoin bounties as often as they wish. Currently, I'm personally paying out the Bitcoin bounties as the requests come in, and doing so in less than 24 hours of the request. Now, over here where it says currently I'm personally, that would be admin saying those words. Down to the 2019 promo explained in detail. Now this here, you need this promo is here. We have another contest, and which is to be in the billionaire's position, and there are 1 million positions to fill. Right now, this 2019 promo is going right through till those positions are filled. And once it's filled, this is out. You go back to the hard way. Now with this one, you only need to have 1 coin, TBC whole coin, to be in the billionaire's position. Okay. Now, if you cannot afford 40 grains, which is around about 100 or a little bit more US dollars, then you can purchase from your sponsor a coin at their value. Now, if you don't have enough to do a one-off purchase, you can purchase as many as you want, by the way. You can add them all up with all these small ones here. There's 4, 8, 12, and so 16, and so on, until you max it out at a total of 40 grains. Okay? And once you've done that, then you're in the line for a whole TBC. Otherwise, before this promo came in, you had to be a broadcaster to get a full coin. You had to be a broadcaster. Now, this is here. You don't have to be a broadcaster to have a whole coin. That's the beauty of this 2019 promo. And at the same time, your sponsor should be eager to help you purchase, because he or she, if you purchase 140 grain with the Pringles, that's how much your sponsor gets. Look, 10 million cookies. Now, if you only do a 1 4 grain, your sponsor gets 1,000,000 cookies. You get 100,000. Okay. Right. A purchase of 40 grains of Pringles will entitle you to at least a whole TBC coin and matches your cookie rewards for recruiting new members into TBC. One TBC coin today is worth $9.481 million. Now, $9 million is a massive amount of money. Even a transaction as small as 4 grain is rewarded too. So that's where I was pointing to at the chart above. 4 grains. It's above. If you have not completed a transaction yet, now is the time to get that done so you can collect the rewards. Contact your sponsor or a TBC leader to complete your transaction today. Broadcasters get the maximum cookie rewards available to become a TBC broadcaster today. So migration. Now, migration actually ended last year in July 2018, but admin has left it open. I still can't understand why everyone hasn't already migrated. Now, the reason why this poster is still up, obviously there's thousands to migrate, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you notice now. We will terminate the TBC 004 archive soon. You snooze, you lose. For goodness sakes, TBC 004 migration ended at the end of July in 2018. We set up the archive as a courtesy for the Johnny-come-latelys. Well, Johnny, you're about to lose all of your TBC coins, because when we close the archive, if your coins are still in it, you will lose them. Or if you didn't get them all moved out of the archive over to a TBC 009 wallet. This is a fair warning. Okay, here's the graph, which Mbe Derek. Now, here we won. He started all right there. Day 8. Then at the end of that week, he had 181 paid referrals. Okay. As you can see from the chart above, Mbe had a major breakthrough this week. From the beginning, he was too busy to recruit new members into TBC. Then it was too hard to recruit a handful each week. And then in 1 week, he goes from his best effort of recruiting 8 new members to recruiting 181 new members. Congratulations, Mbe, on this massive breakthrough. Please answer the following questions. In the beginning of this chart period, starting back in March of this year, why did you allow yourself to recruit 0 new members week after week? What was your justification for the lack of personal recruits? Then, what motivated you to start recruiting in April of this year? Why are the number of personal recruits so small each week in the months of April and May of this year? Mve, can you tell us in great detail all about this amazing breakthrough we had this week and how others can duplicate it? Well, there you have it. That's pretty much about one man for this week, or two men. But think seriously about this promo, 2019 promo explained in detail. And yeah, so that's the end of the blog, and I'll stop sharing, come back live. I hope everything's gone better than the first broadcast when I did do. Right, well, which one is it? This one here.
Yeah.
Go. Hang on.
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hello, good evening once again. Yeah, had to wait. I honestly don't know what happened to the last broadcasting. According to my computer, it was broadcasting. It wasn't until my moderator got my attention and I looked at her screen and I could see nothing on it. And that's when I realized nobody else was receiving. However, I'm sorry about this. It's been done an hour later, but thank you once again for watching my livey. And I'd like to thank these people, Carol and Sister Carol and Brother Bill, and two that are watching. Thank you also. And my wife and moderator, Bex. Thank you for doing your job, which I can hardly do when I do it. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow night's runs smoothly, but I don't really know what happened there. I had to put a new link up. And anyway, we got through the night. So yeah, once again, thank you to all, and peace.